how did you get this job?
Well, my background is journalism, so I was a newspaper reporter for a long time. And when I decided I wanted to look for other jobs, I really wanted to find something I'd be very passionate about, and I've always loved animals. So I applied to the zoo, and here I am. All the animals here, each animal is different and unique and special in its own way and has its own story to tell. We do a lot of programs here at the zoo. We have an education department here, so we offer educational classes to people of all ages, so children up through adults. We have overnight programs here at the zoo through our education department, so a group could come in and actually book an overnight program at the zoo where they'll spend the night here and learn more about the animals, and they'll be with our education department. We have a volunteer program as well, so we welcome hundreds of people to the zoo each year who generously donate their time and volunteer with us, and they do everything from helping with our landscaping here to volunteering with our animal care department and to helping us with special events. We also participate in conservation programs, both locally and abroad. So there's a number of different programs here at the zoo.
Okay. How long have you worked here?
A little over 4 years.
What do you think of it?
Oh, I love it. It's a wonderful place to work. It's really inspiring, and it's very rewarding to work here. We get to meet people from of all ages and educate them about animals and hopefully get them interested and excited, and we hope that everyone who comes here has a memorable trip.
Hi, my name is Anna Maria. I work at Triangle, and your name is?
I am Pete Costello.
Nice to meet you. How long have you been working here?
I've been at the zoo for 22 years.
Can you please tell us a little bit about the jaguar, please?
Yep, the jaguar that's out today is Kenga. She is an adult female jaguar. She's 9 years old. She came to us from a zoo in Guatemala where she was born. And the biggest thing with Kenga, as you'll notice, is she has no tail. Her tail was actually bit off by her brother when she was a cub.
How do you care for the jaguar?
Jaguars are basically just a cat. You know, cleaning is the most important thing. She has a holding area where she goes in. She lives in there at night. So while she's out here, we'll clean that. And then at night when she comes in, we'll come out here and clean the exhibit. One of the big things with her is giving her enrichment, which is items that we can give her that keep her kind of occupied, keep her interested. You saw when she came out, she had some phone books and some balls, and she was just eating some mice. So it's really important to give them things to do.
Oh, that's good. Do you play with the animals?
No, we don't play with the animals.
How do you keep them active?
Basically, it's the enrichment that we give them. Cats in general sleep a lot. You know, for those of you that have house cats at home, you know that they sleep a lot. But we know what they like and don't like.
Do they do any tricks?
No, they're not trained to really do any tricks. We do have a behavioral conditioning program that they are trained to do certain things, like they'll present their paws up to the mesh, they'll open their mouth, and that's so we can look to see if, you know, because sometimes they get chapped paws. You know, to open their mouth so that we can look at their teeth to make sure their teeth are okay, but not really tricks.
What do you like best about your job?
Let's see, what do I like best about it? It's different every day. Every day I come here, it's totally different, which is pretty exciting.
Tell us a little about the black bears.
We have 2 black bears, Bubba and Smokey.
They are 3 years old. They will be 4 in January. They came to us from the Appalachian Bear Rescue in Tennessee, where they were orphaned. And so we're taking care of them here. They'll probably spend their lives here.
Is it hard working with them?
There is a lot of hard work working with the animals. It's a lot of back-breaking work, but at the same time, there's so much rewarding work too. The interaction with the animals, especially the bears, they're my favorite. So it's both fun and hard work at the same time. They're fun because their personalities, especially the black bears themselves, they definitely are into the different items and the toys that we give them to play with. They certainly interact in certain ways with the keepers. They know where their food's coming from. So they definitely seem to behave differently around the keepers, which in little ways makes me feel special. So that's what's fun about it.
How do they get along?
The bears actually, they're brothers, so they get along very well. They are still considered juveniles. There is a potential when they're older that they may not get along anymore. And if that happens, we have to manage them separately and we'll have to work that out. But right now, they get along great. They actually still sleep together at night. Sometimes they actually spoon, is the best way to describe it. So they're getting along great.
Are they hard to keep clean?
Yes, they are. Bears are messy. They get into everything. I don't know if you can see back here where they're checking everything out. They do destroy everything. They like to make nests too out of different items that they can find. So they do create quite a mess sometimes, but that's fine. It's my job to clean it up. Love my job. Love it, love it, love it.
Are you the only one that works with the bears?
We all work with the bears here, but there is myself and another trainer that works with them a little more regularly for their training.
Tell us about the otters.
Okay, we have 2 otters, a male and a female. The male is named Dara, and the female is named Chelsea. And they live here at Stone Zoo, and probably one of our most popular exhibits.
It's hard working with the animals.
Actually, the otters are really easy to take care of.
What they eat.
They eat fish. They'll eat meat, so they'll eat like rodents, mice, birds. They actually love carrots. It's something that otters normally wouldn't eat in the wild, but for some reason these guys really love carrots.
What they play with.
These guys will play, they'll play with anything we give them. Probably one of their favorites this time of year is pumpkins. Not only will they put it in their pool and swim around it, but they'll actually eat it too.
Are they friendly?
Actually, otters are not friendly. They're related to weasels, so they are not the friendliest of animals.
Hi, Pete. My name is Kenneth Murphy. Tell us a little about the gibbons.
Okay, the gibbon that's out today, his name is Kian, and he is a male white-cheeked gibbon.
Yeah.
The cool thing about gibbons is the males are black and the females are brown. Probably the most noticeable thing about Kian is he's missing half of one of his arms.
Why is his arm is missing?
He had an accident at the zoo that he came from, so they had to remove half of his arm, but as you can see, he gets along fine without it. Primates are pretty tough to work with. I will go out on a limb and say they are as smart as I am, so a lot of times they outsmart us. It's important we give them a lot of things to do, so we're always trying to come up with new toys and stuff to kind of keep them occupied. Sometimes they figure them out before we do.
Do you get along with them?
Yeah.
How did they come to the zoo?
He was part of a breeding program, so we had the female here, and so he actually has a crate that he travels in, and they put him in the crate, put him on an airplane, and we picked him up at the airport, and that's how we got here.
Okay. How do you care for the gibbons?
They're pretty easy to take care of. They've got their house that they live in inside, and we just keep that clean, and then during the day they're out here.
What do they eat?
Gibbons eat mostly fruits and vegetables. So, and you'll see he's going to eat some grass and leaves and stuff.
Thank you very much for the interview.
Okay, you're welcome.
Hi, this is Kevin Richardson from Ablevision, and we're here at the Stone Zoo with
Lisa Dalton.
Claire Richardson.
and who's this? And this is my Kelsey. Now, what brings you guys down here?
To see all the new exhibits.
That's okay.
And Kelsey Wish, she's just starting to talk and she knows all the animal sounds. She tells us all the sounds they make.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Kelsey, can you tell everybody what a tiger says?
Whoa, that's really good. That's a good tiger. What else do the animals say, Kelsey?
What about a monkey?
Yeah, what are you looking forward to?
We're actually looking forward to seeing the jaguars, but I think she'll think it's a tiger, and I want to see if she roars at it.
Yeah,
She already saw the bears.
Yeah.
She thinks it's her teddy bear.
yeah,
We want to see the coyotes.
yeah,
Hopefully they're not sleeping.
yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, that should be really good.
Why is it important to educate people about animals?
Well, we hope to educate everyone who comes to the zoo, both adults and children, about wildlife, and also to really demonstrate in tangible ways that each and every person can have a positive impact in helping our environment. For children especially, a visit to the zoo really brings classroom learning to life in a way that a textbook couldn't. So it's a really special experience. Each animal really has its own story to tell, so we really want to educate people about what's going on in the wild and what's affecting these animals, and also too about what we can do to help. I mean, something like recycling. Recycling is a great way to help the environment. So there's a number of different ways where we can all make a difference, and each in our own way.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.